We are recording. We are ready to. Whenever you're ready to open, man.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, soupies of all ages, I am the intern. You're listening to the Kayfabe Soup podcast. You're probably wondering why I'm not coming up with my usual witty, energetic intro. That's because we have sad news today. Because of the coronavirus impacting our business, we've had to come to terms on the release of Discord. We certainly wish Discord well in its future endeavors. In the meantime, I'm happy to announce that we have called up Zoom to the main roster, pending for better productivity from it here tonight.
That was
With me,
good.
oh, thanks. With me today, we've got GRJ and Habes as usual. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, doing great. Living large, shocking the system, as you can see.
Boom. What's up, Interno? What's up, GRJ?
What's up is Releaseomania, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, you guys are gonna see people walking back and forth. Just ignore them. If you're watching this on YouTube, just know.
What the hell are we doing with our lives?
Podcasting every Thursday. I look forward to it.
Exactly. That's the best day.
Yeah. All right. What do we got on the docket this week?
Yeah. We're going to start with things that I've been looking forward to. The debut of, well, I guess I can't say Killer Cross. I guess I can't say Kevin Cross. But can I say Karrion Cross?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
If this has to be explained to me, maybe I'm a child. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Karrion is basically the word for like a rotting carcass. Vultures go after Karrion.
Oh, okay.
They just got edgy and spelled it with a K because his last name starts with a K.
Okay, so when he gets called up to the roster, he's going to be known as Cross or Karrion?
KK.
I'd go with KK. I'd go with Cross.
Yeah.
Or Car. Shortened down to just Car.
Oh, they could bring him up as Cross, teaming with Seth Rollins. They could be the team of CrossFit.
Ooh.
That works.
Got it. One thing about his name, you give that description of it. I was looking at Dexter Lumis's name, and I didn't know what the heck a Dexter Lumis was. But then I don't know what I was watching or what I was doing, but they talked about Dr. Loomis. Do you know something about Dr. Loomis?
I can't remember what the Dexter's obviously a reference to the show Dexter. I don't remember what Dr. Loomis is from, but I know it's a reference to something else as well.
Well, yeah, the Loomis thing was pretty much the same as the Dexter show, so they pretty much it made total sense when it was explained to me. I wish I researched that before just popping into my head. My bad, guys.
That's all good.
So he popped out, right? And it was the attack on Ciampa? There was nothing else?
Yeah, he attacked Ciampa, which, I mean, it's finally nice to see him actually doing something, and I'm glad they debuted him with something that made an impact.
Yeah, it was great. I thought his first big thing with Ciampa is fucking amazing. I feel like Ciampa could take a loss and not get hurt from it.
Yeah, Ciampa's pretty much one of the strongest characters they have on the show. As long as he doesn't suddenly get slotted into the former Cassius Ohno role of, oh no, I'm going to lose to literally everyone.
Well, he was kicked in the balls or what? It was Dusty, so it's not like he lost his heat.
Yeah.
Also, Scarlett was there at that final scene.
Oh, her heel.
Her heels.
Dude, that was funny. I saw the clip on somebody shared it on Reddit, obviously, and somebody described the heel perfectly, and he's like, "I know my doms," and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" But they just
got a foot fetish.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, "Holy crap!"
Was this you don't have to lie? Was this person's name Tony Atlas?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't check the name. I just saw his comment and I laughed. I'm like, that's too good.
The legend Tony Atlas is well known for having a foot fetish.
So is Rex Ryan, but
yeah,
different sport.
Yeah. So yeah, we can look forward to Karrion Kross from now on. Carry on, my wayward son.
What do we got?
Also in NXT, we had one hell of a promo from Charlotte Flair. Why the hell is she cutting promos like this on the main roster on the reg?
Because the writers don't suck.
Oh yeah, good point.
They fired all the writers. But this promo was sweet. I mean, she pretty much said, like, I'm looking forward to it. I know GRJ would too. She's pretty much going to run through the NXT roster, is what she's saying. So the way I'm thinking of it is like John Cena in his U.S. Open Challenge, where he puts on some of his best matches week in and week out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what Flair's going to do with the uber talented NXT women's roster.
It's also a great way to build her up as that heel for the snarky IWC crowd. Just have her tear through everyone in NXT until finally someone is ready to step up to the challenge and dethrone her and really move on to become the next big thing in the women's division. There by doing so.
Yeah, my thing here is the people she's gonna beat. I think this is a great idea if they give her the right people to be. There's a certain few in NXT that I feel she should not win over unless she's cheating, and I hope they do play into that whole heel thing where like I don't want her to go over Blackheart.
Yeah.
At all. Right?
But she singled out Mia Yim because they wrestled each other in the past.
Yeah, like
I would love to see Charlotte to beat Mia Yim through cheating just to kind of play off their past history.
Yeah, like going back to that promo that she did, it was great. And when she said Mia Yim first, I'm like, really? And then it like showed clips of like from their first match and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit! Like this is amazing. Like I'm excited for this.
Yeah, it should be fucking great if they, I say if they get the time to put it on in NXT. If anything, most matches there get too much time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, I just watched this week's episode, and they gave two matches like 3 commercial breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, they can put on a hell of a match if they want to.
Well, I mean, the main roster does that too. It's just promo segments that go long enough to get 3 commercial breaks.
Oof. The NXT's this isn't so much about Flair, but NXT's like production during this no fan presentation is so much better than WWE's. Like,
yeah, I feel like Triple H has watched studio wrestling before.
Yeah, right. He knows what it is. Like they make sure there isn't dead sound. Like you'll be watching Raw. Oh, I don't watch SmackDown. That's your job. I'll be watching Raw, and there's dead sound. And you can just hear people breathing. It's dumb. But in NXT, they always made sure there was some noise, no matter what.
Yeah. Another thing that happened on NXT that's not on the run sheet, but I kind of want to talk about is we kicked off the interim cruiserweight champion tournament with a match between Isaiah Swerve Scott and Akira Tozawa. Man, great! I enjoyed the match, but it really shows the dichotomy about how certain talents are presented on NXT and how they're presented on the main roster. On NXT, Tozawa is able to show up, have a really good competitive match, and he'd be treated as a threat because he's a former cruiserweight champion, and actually win the match against a promising young breakout. On Raw, he gets jobbed out in a few minutes and has his finisher called the Ramen Soup Moonsault by Jerry the Racist King Lawler.
Dude, that was so bad.
That ramen
wrong on literally multiple levels.
Oh well, yeah. They edited it out of the Hulu recording.
Good.
Can't imagine why.
Because like I was listening for it and I did not catch it.
Dude, yeah, like I told you guys in the chat, I didn't catch that shit at all. But I was watching it.
I only read about it, then I went back and watched it on like Daily Motion or whatever.
Yeah, like I was watching it, and my brother was right next to me, and he doesn't watch wrestling, but he kind of like just like looks up, and he's like, "Did they just say that?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he described what they said, and I'm like, "No, they didn't do that. They're not gonna do that on live TV." And then I think it was you, intern, that brought that up, and I'm all like, "Holy shit, he was right."
Yeah. Fucking king. Why did they bring him back?
You think he's gonna get kicked out, kind of like Corny did with NWA?
Hell no. He's been doing this shit forever.
No, I think they're just hoping he gets the coronavirus,
Jesus.
which he will call the Kung Flu.
No, yeah. What else? So yeah, Akira Tozawa. Like I was, like I think it was Habes that shared the bracket, or not the bracket, but the participants. And in the finals, I had Phantasmo and who was the other guy? Oh, Kushida. Kushida.
Yeah,
Kushida.
that
And
sounds like the most likely finals.
yeah, like my thing was like I saw Tozawa, I saw a couple of the other guys that have been on the roster for a bit, and I'm all like, I don't see them winning, but I do hope that they give them the chance to show that they are worth it to be in this tournament. They're not just gonna be jobbed out.
Well, I can think of one person in the tournament that's not going to get that chance, but we'll get there.
Yeah, later.
Okay.
I was bummed when Swerve took the L because I was telling you, well, I wasn't saying Swerve was gonna win it, but he's the guy I want to win it because I just think he's a great.
I feel
worker.
bad for
He
him.
was
He won that breakout tournament, and then he's been booked like shit ever since.
No, he didn't.
Oh no, was it Smiley there?
Yeah, it was Smiley.
Oh,
It
that's
was
even
black
funnier.
T-shirt.
Yeah, Jordan Miles.
What's his
ACH.
actual indie name?
ACH.
Yeah, ACH.
ACH. Yeah.
That's what everyone said. That's what everyone said when they saw those comments. Ak.
Yeah, no. He's retired now. I think.
Yeah.
He kind of like burned all the bridges, and
Yeah.
Yep,
Which
lost
in-
his mind.
yeah, which in wrestling, like I feel people do all the time, and they come back.
Yeah.
Like slowly starting back from the bottom up. But yeah, I think he completely retired. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, like I saw
He'll be
his name
back.
booked on something over Mania week before BC, before Corona, but obviously none of that happened.
Well, obviously the racist booker closed the showdown because he was on it. That's the whole reason that it didn't happen, right? Clearly.
Probably,
Yeah.
man, yeah.
What a guy. And the other news tidbit before we get to the main event, this is not on the call list as well, but we all agreed it should be mentioned, is we would like to express our sad condolences to the loss of Howard Finkel at the age of 69 years old. What a tremendous part of my childhood, teenage years, and a good chunk of my adulthood gone right there. He will definitely be missed. Do any of you guys have any favorite memories of Howard?
Honestly, to me, he is the voice of WrestleMania, which is I feel like to a lot of people. The first thing, I think it was who was it that shared it in the chat? I forgot who shared it, and I'm like, oh, what the hell is? Whatever.
Junie, maybe.
Yeah, I think
Not her.
yeah, it was her. It had to be her, right? MW1 doesn't.
Yeah.
Is not in the chat. But yeah, and then I went on Reddit and I saw, and the first thing I heard was "Welcome to WrestleMania" in the back of my head in his voice, and I'm like, I knew it was back there, but not that that well. Because sometimes, like like you hear something over and over, and then sometimes it plays in the back of your head, but not that well. Like sometimes something's like wrong or like a little bit out of place, but his voice was just there, and I'm like, holy crap. But yeah, sad.
Man, no one announced a new champion like him either.
And new. Well, I can't do it.
Yeah, see, I told you no one could.
No, yeah, just like same things you guys said, and like so, like me and GRJ are a little bit younger than you, so I didn't really watch.
Don't rub
like
it
with
in.
his career, and but like just like anytime they pop up a WrestleMania video, it's his voice, or any kind of throwback video, it's his voice.
Yeah.
And then just in the podcast world, everyone likes to just do his voice, like his impression. That's always entertained me over the years.
Or or if you're Luke Gallows, you do an amazing impression.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
It's pretty damn good.
I'm gonna have to find
I
it.
think it was Luke. I can't remember if it was. It might have been Carl Anderson, but I'm pretty sure it was Luke. Gal was
Oh,
pretty impressively talented with just being a wacky, funny character.
Yeah.
dude, they'll finally be able to do Talking Shop.
Oh, that's right.
We'll talk
I
about
miss
that
talk.
later.
I miss talking shop so much.
Yeah.
All right, so now the main event, the news that you probably all know, but we're going to cover it anyway because we need shit to talk about. Remember how up until a few years ago, it seemed like every year the WWE would release a small handful of people. They're making up for lost time this year, it seems. With using the whole coronavirus thing, Vince wants to reduce the budget and decided to do a little spring cleaning and cleared out a shit ton of employees.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I've got the list of in-ring talent here, and holy shit, it reads like a who's who of catering. So running them down here one at a time, we've got Aiden English, who I don't know, I still feel like he had a great career in commentary when he was doing commentary for 205 Live, and I don't remember where they moved him to, but for a little bit, but he was actually better than most of their fucking commentators or full-time commentators. But nope, let's just have him do nothing and then fire him. Fucking waste.
I mean, that's pretty much a lot with a lot of the people in this list is let's not do anything with them, or we're not doing anything with them, so let's let them go.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they've been hoarding talent for a couple years now.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I think like before we move on to the next one, like this is something like we could talk about is like, do we see them somewhere else? Like Aiden English,
Well, there's one. If there's one other person on the list that if they bring them in together, they could do a certain day over again.
no,
I'm sure
exactly.
none of you figured out who I'm talking about.
No, yeah, and that was my thing. Just go out and say it. Rusev, you know, like if he's brought along with Rusev, I could totally see this working out in AEW. Hell, even Power NWA. I could see that happening, especially if they go back to.
Hell, maybe he can even go to MLW. He can even go to MLW and hook back up with the former Simon Gotch.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go.
I didn't know.
Gotch has been.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he's been rocking indies.
Yep.
Since whenever he's been available to.
Is he still shooting hard on Enzo?
I hope so.
He just had one not that long ago, maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, like that.
But Aiden English was always a good talker, so Power would be a good fit. He's only 32, I believe.
Yeah, 32. One hell of a he knows how to work a character. He's pretty decent in the ring.
But also, like I said, in character, he could go into film and things like that. It's always
Broadway.
Yeah. Broadway, yeah.
Or
Cats.
Or he can just stay home and.
Oh, you broke up.
Well, let's say he can stay home and just sleep with his Guerrero wife. That's not a bad career either.
That's true.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Making money off of her OnlyFans.
Well, she lies, cheats, and steals. Wait.
That's right. There's still a high chance that Aiden English comes back to WWE in the new normal.
Yeah, that's also a possibility. Like when all of this, like he could actually just come back straight to WWE.
For sure.
I don't. Do we know if he has that itch of being back in the ring?
That I'm not sure of.
Because like, if he's comfortable being behind a desk or being in a backstage role, like WWE is it, right? You're gonna get more of your money for that.
For sure.
Yeah, pretty much. Next on the chopping block, we got Hawkins and Ryder, which again they haven't. What was the last time we saw them on TV?
TV, I don't know, but Ryder has that thing on YouTube where they go and buy toys at all the shops. I watched that, and like the shit that he finds, I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah. Him and both of them have a podcast together about that. Pretty fun shit.
For sure. Well,
this is one of the ones that kind of the next one. Oh, go ahead. Well, if you have more to say about Hawkins and Ryder.
Oh, I got a lot more to say about Hawkins and Ryder. Hawkins has his creator wrestler back in wherever he's from, so he's already has his own indie thing. And then Hawkins, like Cody Rhodes put out pretty much a, I don't know, open invitation love story to Zack Ryder.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, it was a really big, huge ass paragraph expressing love and support, and yeah.
So I mean,
maybe he could show up and be buds with Sean Spears.
No, it has to be that Zack and Cody thing. It has to be the Zack and Cody.
Zack and Cody
Sweet Life thing. Yeah, that was such a great little picture.
Dude, that shit's blowing up for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
So dumb.
Like, we hit like a nostalgia nerve on everybody, and they're just loving the shit out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even hardly watch that show, but
you remember it, right?
Yeah, but we were like, me and you were like Drake and Josh guys, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, intern. Do you have Nickelodeon up there in Maple?
I don't know if I have. I don't remember if I have it in part of my package or not. To be honest, I do have a thing called the internet though, so I can watch just about anything I want anyway.
It's good.
Totally legal. It's funny you mentioned Drake and Josh though, because our next person to get the axe is Drake Maverick, which is hilarious because right now he's in the midst of that NXT Interim Cruiserweight Championship tournament and is allowed to work out all of his matches for that.
Wait, he got fired and he's in the tournament?
Yep, he got fired while he was still in the tournament.
And his match has been shown?
No, in fact, he still gets to work out those. It's not just one match. Because remember, this is like the G1. It's a round robin block.
That's right. I thought it was a bracket.
No, he's got 3 matches, and he's going to be allowed to play them out. So there is that.
Hopefully, they give him some time because we've really only seen him work one match versus Mike Kanellis on 205, and it freaking rocked, right? If I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
that was an incredible match. I'm not even usually that big on Mike Kanellis matches.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he's a little bit older, 37-ish. I mean, we could see him back in the Impact, or we could see him back in the UK.
All I know is now that unless he wins the 24/7 championship sometime within these next few weeks, he's never going to get to consummate his marriage. That's really sad.
Did you watch his video?
That was also really sad.
It was really sad. Like, I was talking to MW1 about it. She sent me Maria's video. Hers was very touching as well. But Drake, his video, like even before it started, you see him like he just finished crying, and I'm all like, oh man, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
I watched it. I didn't get as sad, but he was very sad.
He was
not
very
that I
sad.
didn't feel bad for him, yeah. But he's right though. I mean, this could be it for him as a wrestler, but I could see him as because he was hardly wrestling in WWE.
Yeah, and he already proved that he could play a really good GM character. Like he was he's probably the best. Him and William Regal were like the 2 best GM characters the company's had.
Yeah, no. Sure.
Only number 3, guys.
Speaking of number 3, next on the list is EC number 3.
Oh, what did he change his Twitter handle to?
Oh, essential
character.
Yeah, it was an essential character 3.
Yeah, that was really good.
Are we all
gets kicked out of catering?
Yeah, are we all in agreement that he'll probably go back to Impact, be a top guy, and finish out his career?
I don't see him in AEW. They have MJF for that. Unless they completely change unless he completely changes his gimmick, I don't see that whatsoever.
And I don't see him changing his gimmick. He did the same thing in Impact that he did in NXT. He didn't do anything on Raw, but
I hope he doesn't bring that character with him to wherever he goes.
Right?
The Invisible Man.
Shoot, maybe he'll have a good career.
What a fucking waste of talent.
Working for Joey Janela.
Oh, that's the dream career right there, right?
living the dream. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of
He's,
people, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, he's 37, so he's actually
Yeah.
a little bit up there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, keep her moving.
Speaking of people you forgot were still hired, we've got Epico and Primo, the Colognes. Yeah. I'm sure they could go back to Puerto Rico and work
yeah,
for
that's
their dad's old bed.
Yeah, I don't see them re-signing once this is over. I don't see them going to AEW. I don't see them in Japan, MLW maybe.
They got it in MLW. There's actually storyline waiting for them. What's his name? Beats. What's his name? Sorry, full of them. What's the Puerto Rican guy from the Attitude Era? Worked with Stone Cold a lot.
Oh, Savio Vega.
Savio Vega. Okay, Savio Vega had the Puerto Rican heavyweight title, right?
Yeah,
and he
that's
lost it to one of the dudes in MJF's little group. I'm sucking ass with names. Anyway, there's a guy on MLW TV that they use all the time. And
Hammerstone,
he's got not Hammerstone, it's like the other guy.
Yeah.
The rich dude that always wears the ear or the eye. What do you call the iPod ear pod things?
Earbuds.
Earbuds.
AirPods. He wears basketball playing dogs.
Anywho's, there's a storyline waiting for him to do it. One of them to do a shot in MLW. So I could see that for 1 or 2 tapings.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
the fans not caring.
Yeah, they'll just go back to Puerto Rico for sure.
Yeah. Pretty much. Up next on our list is Eric Young, who at 40 is actually the oldest person on this list, ironically.
Not true.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh, person who technically can still wrestle.
So yeah, Eric Young. Maybe he goes back to Impact. I don't know.
He's got that in with Scott D'Amore.
Yeah. I would like to see him in New Japan, especially if he wrestles. He wrestles a little bit slower, but he could like pick it up real quick. So if he's definitely open for like that never open weight spot, so he could honestly go against who's the champ right now? I think it's the Dragon. I'm blanking on his name. LIJ Shingo Takagi.
Yeah.
Shingo.
Like those guys, I think Eric Young would fit in perfectly, especially with his wrestling style. I think it would work perfect in New Japan.
Yeah, I can see that. I never thought of that, but I can see that as you laid it out.
No, I've never been an Eric Young fan, so.
How dare you?
I never bought into him. I don't get it.
So back when he was on Team Canada, when he was just like the little runt of the group, I thought he was
so good.
He was good.
Then he went through his paranoid phase.
Was that before Main Event Mafia? No, it wasn't
Main Event.
He
was still in Team Canada, but he was paranoid about Cameron.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
Yeah, but like he has developed very well, and it developed perfectly in NXT. They gave him sanity, and then the fucking main roster happened, and they pulled him apart. They gave him, honestly, a perfect team, but for some reason Vince does not like factions, and he just ripped them up.
Factions, gotta have factions, pal.
Goddamn, you gotta be a star on your own.
Yeah. One thing I know about EY is everyone speaks so highly about his like wrestling IQ that I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't just one of those. He could go to AEW to be like a coach first, you know?
Yeah, and he would do like the Billy Gunn thing where he's a coach but also still wrestles sometimes.
That'd be pretty good.
And also possibly do that for Impact as well.
Yeah.
So I don't see him as a main player anywhere. That's basically.
No, but I could definitely see him leveling up any roster that he shows up, helping the young talent out, regardless of whether he's a coach or an active performer.
Yeah.
All right, here's possibly the saddest one on the list. The WWE decided they agree with Brock Lesnar and that they don't give a shit about Heath Slater's kids either.
That's good. Oh man.
So yeah,
I mean,
is this time for Heath to fulfill his destiny, go off, work in the Indies, get jacked, and then come back and win the WWE title like
That's
Jinder and Drew?
Yeah.
that's exactly it. Yes.
Did you guys watch his little video he just put out a couple hours ago?
No, I didn't.
No.
He pretty much says all that same shit. Like, I'm gonna go get in the best shape of my life.
That's awesome.
Work really hard. He was saying how hungry he was to get out there and prove himself, and then get really jacked. and then he ended the video. It's like, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna feed all these damn kids or some shit like that. So
What
he's
a
in high
waste.
spirits.
What a waste of talent, though, keeping backstage and not finding something creative for him. I mean, even if you're not going to use him as a main eventer, he's a great bumper. He could get over anyone's offense that you want to, and he's got such a strong personality. Dude
yeah.
should be a treasure on any roster, even just as that mechanic he used to get other people over.
Mm-hmm. Like, so on his road to reach his final form before he becomes a world champion in WWE, man, I hope he has a stint in Power on NWA so we can enjoy him.
Oh my god, I would kill to have him and Aaron Shooter Stevens do things together, or Zicky Dice.
Okay, and then there's like Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore. I was saying, Tommy Dreamer's got his House of Hardcore, and he's always his former WWE talent. And in House of Hardcore tours to Wisconsin, Waukesha, and Blizzard Brawl, So I'm hoping I get to see Heath Slater someday. Well, hopefully in December at Blizzard Brawl in Waukesha.
Nice.
Yeah. He's got kids, and I will buy his 8x10 so he
can support them kids.
Yes.
Speaking of wasted talent, our next ones chopped off are Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the former cronies of the late AJ Styles.
They died.
Oh no, they died. Yeah, Taker killed them.
They were the next few were inside of, depending on who they were, and a shed that exploded. They weren't released from their contract; they were released from life.
Yeah. Apparently, both of them are already making plays to go to Japan. I hope this isn't a swerve, and once everything goes back to normal, they re-sign with WWE.
I love that.
I want them back in Japan. Obviously, AEW is made for tag teams. Do I see them in? Go ahead.
They've also still got the sloppiest tag team division out there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad if what they're sharing is true, they're just not fucking with us. I'm excited for New Japan when this goes back to normal.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if they could bring some other gaijin and try to reclaim the Bullet Club name. I'd love to see something like that.
Well, they still have Bullet Club. They still have the Tongas on there.
Yeah.
Who were there with them.
Yeah.
Fale is still there. Were they around with the Pimp was still there.
The Pimp was.
Muffin Butt.
Muffin Butt.
The guy that's
yeah.
Whatever her name is.
Jay wasn't there when when they were there. Jay was still a young lion.
Yeah.
Kenta was here.
Kenta was in WWE.
Yeah, not go to sleeping people.
Yeah. Oh, here's an idea. I got an idea. What if they bring in a young lion like the Carl Fredrickson or something, and go back to the Bullet Club and stir shit up? Because isn't Tama and his brother the tag champs?
Good question. I don't remember.
Or
off the top of my head.
Finley? Is Fit Finley's son?
No, it's
Juice.
no. They lost it to, I want to say Tanahashi and somebody else.
In Coda?
Maybe, because I remember it was like right after Wrestle Kingdom when Juice and Finley won it. They lost it back to Bullet Club, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is the point of this?"
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I think it was Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi that won the titles.
I remember them having a match for sure because I remember making the comment that Tanahashi and Ibushi is probably the prettiest tag team, they're a male tag team ever.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I remember now. It's coming back.
The only way you can get prettier would be if you booked Ibushi and Carrillo together.
Give me a second.
Sure.
I'm checking this out. Yeah, Kota Ibushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi as Golden Ace. Not bad.
Nice. So how, like, you'll have to educate me on this because I'm just a New Japan mark. How did God and Doc and Carl Gallows, I don't know, Machine Gun and Doc Gallows work like in the same faction as both tag teams?
At that time, God wasn't.
Yeah, at that time wasn't the other one still in NXT as Camacho?
Yeah, like at that time, God wasn't a thing. Like even when they brought in Camacho into New Japan, I can't remember his fucking name, and that's horrible. Tonga Loa, yeah.
I only remembered after I called him the other guy.
They didn't really jump into tag team gold status until the Bucks left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. I'm just thinking like they had that whole Bullet Club firing squad, that there will be some tension if Doc and Carl come back.
That
Machine Gun.
That was only against the Bucks and the Elite. That wasn't against Machine Gun and Doc.
Oh, I know, but it's a new team. I'm like thinking of a new storyline.
I know, I get you. But I think we're still going to be like a while off from them. Like if they come back and join the Bullet Club, I think it's going to be a while before there's like some implosion of the tag teams.
Yeah.
And at that point, I would rather have God with Bullet Club. That's just me personally, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, Gallows and Anderson were already part of the only club anyway. They're part of the OC.
OC. That was the shittiest stable name. So shitty.
For real, especially
California, here we come.
That's that's what I keep hearing. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, what do we got next?
All right, next up we got speaking of young lions, when you mentioned Jay White, we got a young lion by the name of Kurt Angle. His WWE Legends contract. Well, I jokingly say we know he's not going anywhere, but if Impact plays like an old TNA thing, they'd bring back a 51-year-old can't wrestle Kurt Angle.
Yeah, and that was
Hogan and Bischoff in.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to like. Is he done wrestling? Is he going back to TNA?
I fucking hope he's done wrestling.
Yeah,
I think he's done.
If not, I hope if he's not done, I hope it's just like a world tour thing. He stops at every little promotion, does his one match, his farewell, and then because he's retired in WWE, right?
Yeah. Baron Corbin retired him.
That's right. That's okay. No, give him that world tour, and then have Vince retire him once more, but like to a proper dude.
AJ.
No,
AJ's dead.
AJ.
Somebody younger.
I remember him putting out interviews or something out there that his body was just in rough shape, like he was in rough shape.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
So I don't even know.
He was probably ready to fall apart just by his in-ring work.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wouldn't.
Still, he can make for a good he goes.
Yeah.
If anything, oh shit. Shelton Benjamin's with WWE still. If God forbid, I'm not asking for this, but if he gets let go, you reunite those three with Charlie Haas and do trios throughout it, and it's super light. Tag them in for like 5 minutes, tag them out, let them do the fucking rough work, and we get Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt Angle just worked the Brock Lesnar style of doing nothing but German suplexes if he could fall on his back properly without injuring himself.
He might land on his neck.
Yeah, that's true. It's broken freaking neck.
Freaking neck. Okay. Who's next?
All right. Next is probably the youngest one on the list from what I can see here. Lio Rush.
Yeah.
Mr. I have backstage problems with people on the main roster.
Okay. Yep, that right there.
Yes, so that's the thing, right? But I don't know if you saw his response to him being let go. It was super classy. It was professional. It was nice, right?
Yeah.
But I think this is just because of what happened prior of the whole, like, not getting along with the older with the veterans.
Yeah.
Like, I thought, like, this was just him, like not clearing his name, but like just playing it safe, just in case he has to end up somewhere else after this. And at that point, I'm kind of like, me personally, I've never really cared for Lio Rush.
I think it's hilarious that he's getting released when one of the things that first got him in the doghouse with people was when he made the joke about Emma getting released.
Oh, dude, yeah, I completely forgot that.
The thing is, like, he's so good in the ring. He's such a special worker.
Yeah.
That I'd like to see him work with.
He's got a great heel persona as well. Dude just makes you want to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, like originally I was thinking he'd be good in AEW. But then I was just reading more things. And I was thinking Impact. Put him in Impact as the tippy top guy. They record just like once a month. Once every 2 months. He could be one of the main guys.
Maybe in the X division, but I don't see a main guy as like their main champ.
Why not? Austin Aries is tiny. He's their guy.
Even bigger dick bag than Lio Rush.
That's true. Okay, yeah, you're right. Go for it.
But, I mean, I prefer him in AEW, but that's just easier for me to watch. That's just me being selfish.
Yeah, that's fair. And up next, we got referee Mike Chioda, which kind of shocked me because was he being used lately? Has he been? I haven't noticed whether he's been on the shows or not.
Me neither. I honestly, I just added him there because it was kind of shocked me. Because he's been around since 1989.
Yeah, he's been with the company forever. He's the guy. He's the referee that if you can count on to take multiple ref bumps in a big WrestleMania match. When I was rewatching the main events of the first 35 WrestleManias there last year, I saw that man take so many goddamn ref bumps.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I've been at a live event where I've chanted Mike Chioda like with the crowd. The entire crowd is just pumping it. I don't know. Interesting to see him leave, but it makes sense. It is what it
is. Is he one of those that are on furlough or no?
No, it said released, but I don't know.
Oh shit! No. Okay, because I could honestly see them bringing him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also, I think, a lot of doing agent stuff too. Like.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. He's been around forever.
Do you think this is one of those like Vince sends like a spy over to freaking AEW? I could totally see Vince doing this type of shit, man. Like he's like, I need somebody in the inside, and then like you said, Chioda has been with him for fucking ever.
I need to find out what they're getting Luke Harper to say about me next week.
Dude, the Luke Harper stuff, was it Habes that had an idea on it?
No, that was
No,
me.
that was
Oh, it was
Pinterno.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying with all these releases, I was asking, do you think that next time we see Brody Lee, he's gonna fire or lay off most of the Dark Order?
Dude, I could
Due to the
totally see him
coronavirus?
firing the two other guys.
That's
Because like he was
funny, 'cause
already
those are
like
two guys that actually work.
they were already talking shit about him too, you know. Like he was
Yeah.
criticizing him in promos and shit. I could see him just firing him for a week.
He has to.
Yeah.
He has to
That'd
do
be
it
great.
like on an important date though, and just be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta let you go."
But like, I mean, they already shot till like I don't know through May or something, through May, but they can always just edit shit.
Yeah,
So,
like a little vendetta. You good? All right. What do we got
Alright.
next? Intern.
oh, he died.
He died. All right. So we have Mike Kanellis and Maria.
Ring of Honor. What say you?
That's a really good spot. Ring of Honor. Maybe even AEW.
Mhm.
Even New Japan. I could see that happening.
I could see the Ring of Honor New Japan thing, especially with Mike Kanellis.
Yeah.
And then Matt Taven's out with a knee. I think Matt Taven's out with his knee, but him and Matt Taven were partners. You could see that happen again.
Yeah.
And then like Maria's already like 38 or 39. So I mean, she's probably done.
I mean,
The next we see of her,
she's got kids.
she got kids. She got 2 kids.
She got
Dude,
two. Dude.
they released her. Her one kid's only 2 months old, so she's
Yeah.
on like maternity leave, and she got fired.
Oh, speaking of got kids, did you hear what Roman's been up to during his vacation from wrestling?
Oh.
Yeah, he's got twins on the way.
Oh,
Really?
sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Hoo-ah!
Coronials, actually.
I'm pretty sure Vince is super happy. He's like, "There's 2 of them."
Goddamn hell. When are they ready to take?
Let's put him in a cruiserweight division.
I could
They're
tell.
already bigger than that Drake Maverick guy.
Where's Matt Hardy's kids? Let's have them fucking lose.
You can't job out Maxwell. He beat Disco Inferno. And
Oh,
Drake
also-
Maverick.
That's right.
And Bud, yeah, he's also beat this Maverick. What do you mean
Nope,
Matt Hardy
nope.
doesn't work for me anymore? Goddamn.
They all work for me, whether they know it or not. I own them.
Bro.
What do we got next?
Up next, they took Jose and they said, "Are we going to keep you?" No way.
No
Yeah.
way.
Jose. Yeah.
What a shame. Oh darn.
I always thought.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care, but I always saw him as a Juice Robinson type. He looks
Yeah.
similar. He could play the crowd, so him.
I actually really liked him towards the end of his NXT days. Like I thought he could cut a really good serious promo when he needed to as well. Just fire the fuck up, but they never allowed him to do any of that when he hit the main roster. He just became Adam Rose with the No Way Hose Buds.
Yeah, like what pissed me off the most about all this is like when they brought him in, they had him go over Andrade. And I'm like, are you fucking serious for this?
Yeah.
But anyways, like if he gets his character and he takes his shot at like other promotions, I could see No Way Jose like moving on up in whatever wherever else.
Yeah, definitely.
New Japan. Well, like you said with Juice, like I could see him because he's younger on the list. Was it say like 28-ish?
Something like that. Yeah.
31.
Yeah, dude.
31. Yeah.
31. Okay. Yeah, dude. I could see him. He's almost got that Japan heavyweight body type, that old school heavyweight body type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could see him in Japan like kicking ass. Maybe not New Japan, but just in Japan.
No. I could see him in New Japan for sure.
Or if he kept the No Way Jose gimmick, he just go to DDT Pro.
True. Yeah.
He might be a little too serious for them, but
No,
No.
he always had good punches. I liked his punches, but
Yeah.
I haven't fucking seen him wrestle since he was in NXT like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, basically. But still, getting rid of him means you get rid of all the bit players that played his part in his Congo line. So I guess that was a good value.
WWE. What is it? Local talent or something like that. Local competitors. It's a count on Instagram, and it would post all the indie talent that worked the show, and it'd always be his Congo line. I always had a kick out of it because, like, if they're in the Chicago or anywhere's Midwest, there's a chance if I could see his Congo line pretty good, I can name a few. So that was always fun. I'm gonna miss that.
That's awesome. Up next is one of the ones that kind of pissed me off the most to see get the axe. Not Eric, just Rowan. Who, I mean, I can understand why he's got the axe. They've had nothing for him on Raw. Well, okay, they had something for him on Raw that turned out to be nothing. You know, build up this tarantula, kill the tarantula after 2 seconds.
And that was it.
So if I can see what, man, when he was on SmackDown before he got moved to Raw, I thought they turned him into a really good monster heel. He was cutting great promos. His matches have gotten a lot better. There was a lot of potential to him.
Right around that second draft or whatever they had, I was thinking like they built up Rowan enough that he could have a throwaway title match with Brock.
Yeah.
That's something I wanted to see, but
I thought he could be a good first opponent for Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that too.
That would have been good. Yeah.
I mean, he's a big son of a gun.
Yeah, another thing that WWE messed up on.
Oh, well, maybe he can go to AEW and join Brody Lee into Dark Order.
Do it.
I'd love to see that.
Well, like Brody Lee's always said that like their paths always cross no matter what. Even when they're like split, they're like wind up together again.
Give me Rowan versus Luchasaurus, you cowards.
That'd be good, yeah.
Be good shit. Yeah.
Plus, he could probably get away with wearing his metal shirts over there still, so I could keep my running metal shirt tally going.
There you go. We messed up. We should have wore Norse metal rock t-shirts or whatever.
Yeah, I'll have to order some Amon Earth shirts for when he shows up on AEW.
That's what we need to buy, Amon Earth. Yeah. Next time, GRJ, you're buying us Viking metal t-shirts. That's what's happening.
Or some Manowar shirts.
I could fuck with Manowar. No, yeah.
We'll just get the Drew McIntyre t-shirt. Those still for sale. Like I see what you were saying, but I'm still going with Fabio because that's what I thought of.
Yeah, there's some crossover between Fabio and Manowar, probably.
It was. Okay.
And
not on the list.
And then we think we bid farewell to Rusev, which I mean I think he's been wanting that for longer than anyone else.
For sure. So his contract was due-ish, and he was never re-signing, so I wasn't surprised when he got cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, the only reason I think Vince would have kept him would be to spite him.
I don't think Vince has the money to spite people right now.
Yeah, not with this whole shutdown and the XFL going bankrupt.
Dude, they were doing so well.
I know. This is the sad thing is that this is like the one time where Vince's failure to outside of wrestling happened, but it wasn't because of his own fault.
Yeah.
But like I've seen some things where people were actually interested in buying it, so hopefully that shit happens. I mean, maybe if the NFL bought it and had it as a feeder league, that'd be so cool.
I mean,
it works.
Because they already had it was not even a full season in, and they already had freaking they already had scouts looking at some of their players. Obviously,
the top 2 quarterbacks had been signed.
Yeah, it worked, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is your step up, and Vince undercut the NFL on it. So if the NFL decides to buy it, they have a whole monopoly on it again.
Well, like in the St. Louis team, their like first home game or something, they like sold out. Like it was like 20 something thousand seats that they had available, and they sold it out. And then the next week or the next home game, they had like opened up to 30 something thousand, and that sold out. And then the Corona hit, so I don't know. But
I mean, it's St. Louis. They're very passionate about their sport teams.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
That's
smart
true.
nod and pretend I know what you guys are talking about.
Anyways, who are we talking about next?
Next is another one that pissed off a lot of us, Sarah Logan.
Oh yeah,
is
she was being used too.
Yeah, I know.
she's
She was
finally
on
getting a
Raw.
shot.
She was on Raw as recently as Monday, getting her arm broken.
Dude,
that's
and she
right, yeah.
actually she won the match. She qualified for the Money in the Bank match.
Well, no, apparently that was the ring announcer screwing up.
How do you screw up? You had one job.
Hey, to be fair, he only had a 50% chance of getting it right.
Yeah, it sucks. I could see her going back because her husband works there.
Yeah,
And, you know,
I was about to ask
But
who's her
she's-
husband, but I know who it is.
not Ivar, the other one. I don't know what they're calling him these days.
Eric.
Yeah, the War Machine Experience.
Yeah.
But she was like a top chick in Shimmer. Like she'll
Yeah.
find work as soon as she can wrestle.
Oh yeah, we'll see Crazy Mary Dobson back on the indie scene.
For sure. And heck, she'd be great. She's not a great talker, but she would be still great in AEW because they don't really have to cut promos.
Yeah.
And I mean, Impact has a pretty killer knockout division too, so I don't know. She'll find work.
Yeah.
She's talented.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, but like going off this list, she was the only one that was an like active wrestler for the females. So I don't know. I don't know if more. I don't know if more are to come next week, but surprising Sarah Logan, very
Yeah,
surprising.
this is the world we live in. Sarah Logan gets released. Tamina Snuka gets slated to a possible fucking feud for the SmackDown Women's title with Bayley.
What happened? What?
This week she gets a match against Sasha Banks, and if she wins, she gets a fucking title shot against.
That's right.
Bayley.
Someone's gonna die in that match.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. I mean, Sasha's likely to injure herself walking across the ring because she's so reckless and botchy.
I hope Bayley social distances herself from the ring apron at least like 12 feet.
This is gonna be like one of those where they're gonna have Sasha choose who she wants to fight, right? Because you have her against Tamina and then against Bayley, a friend and then a prior friend when she was in that little group with her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bad.
That's the best part for her. As far as I know, it's not just a straight up #1 contender match. It's not like if Sasha wins, she gets a title shot. It's just Tamina challenged Bayley, and then Sasha threw Bayley threw Sasha under the bus and said, "All right, you get a title shot if you beat my best friend."
So Bayley's not gonna be wrestling.
Okay.
Bayley's just gonna be ringside. Is that what you're getting at?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, Bayley's gonna be ringside while Sasha wrestles the worst female wrestler in history.
But what I'm getting at is Bayley wears yoga pants as heel Bayley, so I'll be looking forward to heel Bayley yoga pants.
I can get behind that.
Yes.
And then don't fret, guys. That's all the main roster releases, but NXT has some releases as well, so we got to get to those. First for the NXT releases was Deonna Purrazzo.
Sad face.
Yeah.
She can work. She hella worker.
She can work. She's young. She's got a lot of there's a lot of places that would want a talent like that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Apparently, she cheated on Marty Scurll, though. Apparently.
What?
Yeah.
What a villain.
Apparently, she banged one of the Forgotten Sons. She didn't. Marty didn't forget that.
I'd like to think that's why she got fired, because she has terrible taste in men.
Well, like Marty's not even that attractive. But
He's what I like to call a British 9, which is about an American 3.
Fuck.
Sorry, all you British listeners out there. I just had to get that one in.
that's a good one. But like, she didn't. I don't even think she banged the enforcer guy that's with him. A gunner.
Oh,
It wasn't even
God.
him. It was one of the other two guys.
One of the lackeys.
Yeah, the lackeys.
I hope it was at least Blake, because he's got that Murphy rub.
No,
Not
I
that-
think it
not-
was the other guy.
Oh, the
Which
guy's
was Cutler.
Stephen Cutler. The guy's so pointless. I keep calling him Brandon Cutler until I remember, no, that's the one in AEW.
Yeah, it was that one. His
Oh.
freaking Hellboy looking face. That motherfucker looks like Hellboy.
Oh God. At least when Penelope Ford went from Joey Janela to Kip Sabian, she moved up.
That's
Do you
true.
think that's
Yeah.
legit? Is that a legit like thing? A shoot
Yeah,
marriage?
as far as I know. Yeah.
That they went fast because she was with Joey up until AEW started, and that's not even been a year.
Which is great, because if she was someone like Joey Janela, that means any of us have a shot at her.
So why are we talking about relationships without NW1 in here? My bad, guys.
It could be worse. At least we're not talking about fashion without MW1 in here. She loves
Speaking
to
of
wrestle
fashion,
talk.
Deanna has a photo shoot in a bikini on a beach, and it's been tremendous. She posts like one a week on Instagram. It's a good
Sick.
time. Yeah. But
I
anyway,
don't
she's a
follow her.
killer worker. You should.
Our next
She's a
person,
killer
yeah.
worker.
Our next person's a
She'll
killer
be-
worker as well, as we got fat indie darling Cassius Ono up next.
Dude, he's gonna fucking explode in the independent scene again.
Yep.
I'm
Dude.
ready for it.
Yep.
Do you think he's gonna do that, or do you think he's just gonna get rehired because his girlfriend, maybe fiance, maybe wife, is a training in NXT? Like he might just be a trainer.
Who is it?
Come back. Rachel Ellering.
Yeah, that's right. I
Rach-
forgot
Rachel
about that.
Evers.
Yeah.
I don't fucking.
She's
Smile
a trainer
style.
now?
No.
No,
He,
she's training.
like, I'm
She's in
saying,
training.
Oh,
PZ.
okay.
she's got like a blown out knee or some shit right
Yeah.
now.
Okay. I don't know. Like, even if he does come back, give him a fucking year in the independence. He needs to show this new generation of wrestling fans that he's not some fucking jobber.
No, Chris
Yeah.
Hero is fucking goat.
Yeah,
Like, you know, when
dude.
I was like talking about just making that indie poster last night, which I didn't get to, my main event was going to be Chris Hero versus somebody.
Nice.
Like, I wasn't gonna. It's like it's gonna be him. He's the guy.
Kind of sad that Cesaro didn't get released. I would have liked to see the Kings of Wrestling reunite somewhere where they'd actually be used.
I'm surprised they didn't pull the fucking plug. They pulled the trigger on that on WWE. Like, even do it out in NXT UK or fucking regular NXT. I don't give a shit. Give us that match.
Yeah. Why don't they use Cesaro in NXT UK more?
Why don't they use the Cesaro properly?
Yeah.
That guy should be covered in belts.
Yeah, he should basically be like when Ultimo Dragon showed up in WCW and he had every single Japanese lightweight belt except for WCW's. It was,
Yeah,
couldn't even
dude.
carry them all. He had to get Sonny Ono to carry several of them for him.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember. I saw that match probably within the last 5 years
Nice.
for the first time. But even before seeing that match, that image of him walking in with all the belts engraved into my brain.
Dude could have made a suit of armor out of all his belts.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that look cool.
Yeah. And then our last two are Alexander Jaskier.
Never
And-
heard of her.
You know?
He's German.
Yeah.
He's German.
and
He's
MJ
super young.
And MJ Jenkins, who was it the first Mae Young Classic or the second? She was in one of the Mae Youngs.
Yeah. She's a sad story. I guess apparently her legal guardian, which was like her cousin or her brother or some shit like that, died from corona complications.
Oh, geez, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so is the legal guardians. I wonder if he's way older. But
Sorry you lost your legal guardian. Get the fuck out of our company.
yeah, right. Well, like she's been under contract now for 2 years, and she might have done 1 or 2 job matches since that Mae Young Classic. So maybe development just wasn't there. I don't really know.
But yet they kept Aaliyah.
Yeah, they kept Aaliyah.
Someone has to get their heads kicked off by Xia Li, I guess.
Yes. I like Xia Li.
I love Xia Li. She's great.
Yeah, they kicked off. I think they kicked off NXT this week. I was like, but she's still there? Okay.
Beat AEW in the ratings this week.
2 weeks in a row, baby.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row.
I think AEW is going to have to go bankrupt and just sell.
No, AEW is just going to have to become the Chris Jericho variety show. He's been the best.
No, I haven't.
He was the absolute best part of this week's show.
That's good to hear. Like, I haven't watched the last couple weeks of AEW, mostly because I was just trying to make sure I get my WWE in before Mania or what have you.
Yeah.
But now I fixed on watching it this weekend.
Dude, at the very least, you got to watch the promo the Inner Circle did. It's on YouTube as the Bubbly Bunch. They started out with like a parody of the Brady Bunch with all of them in the windows, but because they don't have enough members to do the Brady Bunch thing, they put Jericho's hounds in 2 of the boxes and a bottle of the bubbly at the bottom, the box at the bottom of the screen. And I'm just like, this is the best thing ever already, and the promo hadn't even started. It was just basically them doing promos on a Zoom, and it was great. Even
on a Zoom,
Jake Hager was almost good. Yeah, they're like us.
They probably use Zoom Pro though. They don't have a time limit like us, where we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. You guys?
Yeah, it feels like we got like a time bomb's gonna go off if we don't hurry this up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, do we have any closing thoughts then, my friends? Anything else on the docket?
It sucks that this had to happen, but like it had to happen, I guess, to a certain extent. I know a lot of people are pissed off at WWE, especially after they got passed off as essential. Not literally, but like they are allowed to continue to do live shows. So
yeah, they're still fulfilling their TV contracts, which is their main income.
Yeah.
So like you kind of have to look at it as like you're gonna do this literally right after you guys are allowed to start doing live shows again in Florida, even though it's in front of an empty crowd. It sucks.
The TV, yeah.
Oh, before we go real quickly, I forgot to bring up too. We actually found out that the Revival's new names, Catch Wheeler and Dax Harwood, and apparently they seem to have trademarked the Revolt as their new team name.
The Revolt.
The Revolt.
Okay, well, their ring names are their shoot last names. I know that.
Yeah.
The Revolt though, that's kind of silly.
Yeah, I think it's just like the whole. I think they were going for the Revolution.
Yeah.
And I think they just decided to go Revolt, and I'm like, I think it's dumb, but yeah. Countdown on them on where they show up.
Oh, AEW, shoot, they don't have to wait 90 days, so should be maybe first thing in like June.
Yeah, could be.
All right then. What do you guys got to say? Anything else?
I'm all tapped out for words.
All right, Top Guys out.